The office was quiet that evening, the kind of quiet that hummed with unspoken words. Most of the lights had been turned off, leaving only the faint golden glow from the lamp on her desk. Papers lay scattered around, coffee gone cold hours ago, and outside, rain drummed softly against the tall windows. Aisha rubbed her temple. She took a breath before answering. "You know I don't leave until everything's done." When she turned, he was standing by the door, his coat half buttoned, a few strands of rain-dark hair falling onto his forehead. He looked tired too, the kind of tired that came from carrying too much responsibility and too many secrets. "Everything's never done," he said, stepping closer. "That's the problem with you." She smiled faintly, eyes flickering back to her screen. Someone ting tables. It wasn't supposed to mean anything. He was her boss, after all. Older, married once, now separated. She was younger, focused, proud of their independence. But love doesn't always ask for permission. Sometimes it grows in the spaces between sentences, in the quiet moments no one notices. Aisha felt his presence behind her now, close enough to sense the warmth radiating from him. He wasn't touching her, but her heart raced as if he was. "You should go home," she murmured, trying to keep her voice steady. "So should you," he said softly. "But you won't." She finally turned to face him fully. "And neither will you." He smiled, that small, tired smile that made her chest tighten. "You make it hard to leave." There it was, that dangerous truth neither of them ever dared to say out loud. For a long moment, silence filled the room again. The rain outside grew heavier, the sound of it echoing softly against the glass. The city felt distant, blurred by the downpour. Inside, the air seemed to thicken, charged, intimate. "Arman," she began, her voice trembling slightly. He looked up. "Yes?" "You shouldn't stay." He nodded slowly, but didn't move. "I know." Aisha swallowed hard. "People talk. They notice things." "Let them," he said, almost a whisper. "I've stopped caring what people notice." She looked at him then, really looked. The man who always seemed composed, untouchable, now looked vulnerable. There was something raw in his eyes, something she hadn't seen before. "You can't say things like that," she said softly. "It makes it harder." He exhaled, running a hand through his hair. "It's already hard, Aisha. Every day I walk into this office, pretending I don't see you, pretending I don't." "Don't," she interrupted, shaking her head. "Please." Her heart was pounding. The air between them was electric, the kind that pulls two people closer, even when they know they shouldn't. He took a step toward her. Just one. "Tell me you don't feel it too," he said quietly, "and I'll walk away right now." She froze. The words hung in the air like a dare, heavy with everything they'd been holding back. Aisha wanted to lie, to say she didn't, to protect them both, but she couldn't. Not when he was standing there, eyes searching hers like he was looking for permission to breathe. "I do," she whispered. "God help me, I do." It was the first time she'd said it. The truth spilled out before she could stop it, and once it did, there was no going back. He closed the distance between them, his hands trembling slightly as he reached up, brushing a strand of hair away from her face. "I've tried to stay away," he said. "Tried to keep things professional. Tried to remind myself what's at stake. But every time I look at you..." She cut him off with a quiet, broken laugh. "You're my boss, Arman. This is madness." "Maybe," he said, but it's also real. And then, finally, he kissed her. It wasn't a desperate kiss or one born of recklessness. It was slow, hesitant, like both of them were afraid the moment might shatter if they moved too fast. His hand lingered on her cheek. Hers found his shoulder. The world outside disappeared. No rain, no rules, no consequences. Just them, behind closed doors. When they pulled apart, neither spoke for a long time. Reality came crashing back in. The desk, the emails, the fluorescent hum of the ceiling light. Aisha looked down, guilt and longing tangled in her chest. "What are we doing?" He sighed, something we probably shouldn't. She tried to laugh, but it came out as a sob. "You think?" Armin smiled faintly, but there was sadness in it. "You know what's funny? I've been in rooms full of people all my life, and I've never felt more seen than I do when I'm here with you." That was the problem. She felt the same way. The next morning, everything looked normal. The office buzzed with its usual rhythm. They didn't speak of it, didn't even look at each other for most of the day. But every time their eyes did meet, the memory of that night burned quietly between them. Over the next few weeks, things got harder. The closeness they'd always shared now carried weight. A passing touch, a shared smile, even a simple conversation felt dangerous, and yet neither could let go. Sometimes, when everyone had left, they'd stay behind again. Not to talk, not even to touch, but just to be near each other. The silence said what words couldn't. But secrets like that don't stay hidden forever. One evening, Aisha found an envelope on her desk. No name, no signature, just a single line inside. "People are starting to notice." Her hands trembled as she read it. She didn't need to ask who it was about. That night, she stayed long after everyone else had gone, but Armin didn't come in. The quiet felt heavier than usual, like the room itself was holding its breath. When he finally did appear, his face said everything before he spoke. "I've asked for a transfer," he said softly. Her chest tightened. "You're leaving?" He nodded. "It's better this way, for both of us." She turned away, blinking hard to keep from crying. "So that's it." "I don't want to go," he said. "But I can't keep pretending this is sustainable. I care about you too much to ruin your name, to ruin mine." Tears spilled down her cheeks before she could stop them. "You think leaving will fix it?" "No," he said, "but maybe it'll keep us from breaking." The night he left, she found a note on her desk, his handwriting, neat and familiar. Behind closed doors, they had found something the world would never understand. A love too quiet to be loud, too deep to be seen, and too honest to last. And sometimes, that's enough.